What's going on, everybody? How you doing? It's John Brewer here with the Socially Distant Supper Club, and I am at one of the newer restaurants here on Atlantic Avenue, but boy, what an impact it's really had. I am at Amar, Mediterranean, and they've got some seating outside. It's right just, where are we? We're in between northbound and southbound Federal Highway, basically, right across the street from the Colony Hotel. And if you haven't been here, what are you waiting for? This is one of the better restaurants around here right now. Mediterranean food has finally hit the avenue, and boy, in such a big way. So let's go check it out, and let's see what's going on. All right. Thank you very much. What's your name?
Victoria.
Nice to meet you, Victoria.
Nice to meet you too.
How long
Welcome.
have you been working here?
2 months.
2 months? You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's the other thing. Restaurants looking for employees. You guys looking to get into restaurant business, or you're a server or a bartender, might be a good place to check out. Anyway, let's go on inside. Hey, Nicholas, how are you?
Hey, John, how are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
What a beautiful place you have here. You've done a great job with the build out. You've done a great job. Everywhere I look, I mean, there's just touches, beautiful fixtures. Tell me about it. What's going on here? I guess do us a little walk around, if you would. Just kind of, give us an idea of what you were thinking and all that.
Well, I mean, as you know, this was an existing restaurant, yes. A little Italian pizzeria, but the location was amazing. So we're lucky that place became available a year ago, and Susanna and I, we just felt that we can make something special out of it. So it took us 10 months to build it, but I had the vision to make it like a little bistro, places where you find in potentially like Soho in New York or in France or Italy, this bistro restaurant neighborhood where you feel very comfortable coming in one time, twice a week, and you know everyone knows your name, and you just have great comfort food. And I think we accomplished that. I mean, people who walk in this restaurant, last night, for example, some people were saying, like, I really feel like I'm in New York, or I feel like in somewhere else. You don't expect that kind of little cozy restaurant in Delray Beach. Even though there's amazing restaurant in Delray Beach, I think there's a design, it's kind of timeless. And
I have to agree with you there, because when I came in, I remember looking and going, wait, you're not doing fast casual? And you're like, no, I'm doing full service. Yes. And I have to say, I was kind of like, but it absolutely works with what you're doing here. It really does. Like you said, it's got like a Keith McNally kind of a feel to it, like a Balthazar or something like that, where it's very bistro, yeah. And the food, though, is elevated.
Well, absolutely. The food is the main thing, obviously. So the design and the decor and the lighting, everything makes the restaurant very successful. But at the end, it's the food and it's the service. And I think what we did here is something very unique. Definitely there was a gap, I think, in Atlantic Avenue to have something a bit different. I love Italian food. I love steakhouses. I like, but there's a lot of them. And I felt that it's about time that this area has something a bit unique. The Lebanese Mediterranean cuisine is probably one of the most popular cuisine around the world, very healthy. It's all about the meze, it's about sharing, it's a great wine. You can have cold and hot meze, you can have your entree, about sharing. And I think that, we've been open a little bit less than 4 months. 4 months. And it's been amazing, really. I mean, people, just the feedback and how the city welcomed this restaurant is beyond expectation. I knew we were going to be successful. I knew we were going to be busy. I honestly didn't know that it's going to be that much of I would say, a love affair, yeah, with this restaurant. And people, we have people coming in here every week. We've had repeat customers. I've been in this business for a long time, as you know, 35 plus years. And I run great restaurants. This restaurant is unique because I think we just created something special for the locals. We have the tourists that love this restaurant, obviously. They walk, great location. Some people just walk in, read the menu, and they come in. But I think what I wanted to accomplish is the local crowd to feel that they have a place on Atlantic Avenue in Delray for them to be able to come, during the busy season and during the slow season. And we've had it. I've had local here who come in once a week, once every 2 weeks, and it's like, that's my table. I want to sit there. It's like, go right ahead, So I think it's something, I'm very proud of what I've done, obviously, with the help of my wife, Susanna, who has a lot of the...
She makes an incredible dessert, too, right?
She makes much more than incredible dessert, but definitely, the food and some of the recipes are all her creation, even though she's not from Lebanon.
You have a lot of the recipes?
Yeah, of course.
These old family recipes?
Yeah, some are family recipes, and some we have adapted to make them a little more modern, but based on family recipes, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Anytime I've come here, the both of you are always here. So it's not only a mom and pop restaurant. You guys are here.
We're here. We're here. We hope eventually, as we hope eventually as business stabilize. You know, one thing that I think we have to acknowledge is to have an amazing team, and I think that we were lucky to really put together. You know, I would say we have around 15 staff for this restaurant. We have like 6, 7 in the kitchen and 6, 7 in front of the house. And I would say 90% of them still with us from the start. That's
awesome.
And that's, as you know, you've been in this business for a long time.
That's unheard of.
It's unheard of. I mean, 50% of the people of the staff you open a restaurant with, within 2 months they're gone. You know, so I'm very proud that a lot of the staff we hired, we treat them like family. They've been with us. They love it. They're busy, and they make this restaurant special. You know, that server, that hostess, the chef, everyone behind the scene are working very hard to make this restaurant, you know, a staple, I would say, in Delray Beach. So that's definitely helped us keep the momentum, having the staff that you can count on day, you know. Coming back to me and my wife being here every day, we love this. Obviously, it's our passion. But I also get to a point where the more it stabilizes the business, after 3, 4, 5 months, the more we feel good that the staff can take on and we can step up, whether to take a day off or whether to start looking at a different venture and grow the concept, which is something we're looking to do as well.
Absolutely.
We also like connecting with the customers and getting to know them, and they know us. And
How do you find the people of Delray Beach?
oh, great.
They really have.
Really, we're very blessed and lucky, yeah.
And how long have you guys been in Delray Beach?
I would say around a little bit less than 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
What brought you here? Because I was just saying, there's like a little Las Vegas contingency going on. You know, you got the Click Hospitality. I know a couple of those guys from Vegas, and then you and I met like right before you opened up when it was still 4 walls in here, and you were from Vegas. You did more hotel, casino. You did food and beverage in hotels and casinos,
yeah, I mean,
right?
I lived around, I would say, 7, 8 years in Las Vegas during the prime time from 2000 to 2008. Right. So I worked for Wolfgang Puck, then I worked for Thomas Keller, then transitioned and worked for Wynn Resorts before moving to Atlantic City and worked as a vice president for Borgata Casino.
And how'd you find out about Delray Beach?
You know, a few years back, I got a job offer with Kimpton Hotels. It's a little boutique hotel bought by Intercon. And I was hired as a regional vice president for restaurant and bar for the East Coast operation, Caribbean, a little bit of Europe. And, you know, the senior VP and the president, good friend of mine, they said, we don't care where you live as long as you're on the East Coast. So I looked at my wife Susanna, and I said,
no,
okay, it gotta be somewhere nice.
What did you say?
No cold weather. I said anywhere.
So we said, okay, cannot be cold weather. It has to be nice. Has to be near the ocean. It has to be tax friendly. It has to be a place where there are few airports. Where because she traveled and I traveled, you know. Yeah. So we felt like, you know, and it's interesting how we end up in Delray Beach. We actually originally wanted to be in Miami. We flew to Miami and we looked at places, it's too busy for me. Then we drove to Fort Lauderdale. I said, I like Fort Lauderdale, but it's still too busy. Then we actually drove. And I really drove to Atlantic Avenue. I remember sitting and having lunch, and I looked at her and I said, that's where we want to live. Yeah. So I told the real estate guy, find us a place there. And that's it. We just decided based on a trip. Sometimes you have a feel of what works for us, and we wanted that kind of city, but still little town, and again, the proximity. So it worked for us. And it was probably one of the best decisions we've made because obviously, you know, COVID happened, you know, decided to venture on my own, and being in this area, being in Florida, I think helped me make the decision that I could actually do a restaurant because anywhere else I would have said, forget about it, what are you thinking? So it worked out. There's always a reason behind a reason, and it always works out. So we made something out of nothing, I would say. You know,
you really did. We were talking about that before we started filming. How, you know, opening up during the pandemic was, you know, a little daunting, but might have actually been a blessing in disguise. You know, the fact that you were able to open and you kind of opened up slower. People weren't really dining out as much maybe in the beginning, and now as things are kind of coming back and we're getting back to more of a normalcy, you're just riding the wave with everybody else right now, and I think that's pretty awesome. But the city has embraced you guys. You know, I love your story about how you came here. That's pretty awesome, man. We're the lucky ones, though. We get all this great food, which reminds me, can you go through some of this stuff? Can we talk about it?
Absolutely.
All right.
So you see here, you know, the Lebanese food and the Mediterranean food is all about the hot and cold meza and then the entrees. Obviously, Here we have the fattoush salad, which is a very staple of Lebanese. It's like lettuce, cucumber, tomatoes, radishes, and then you have toasted pita, and then the sumac. This is our staple here. We sell a lot. Obviously, the hummus is made fresh every day.
Fresh every day.
Everything you see here is made fresh. So even though we only open for dinner at 5 p.m., I have people in the kitchen from 9 a.m. Making the grape leaf, making the hummus, you know, making the fataya, which is the spinach pies, you know, rolling the kibbeh, you know, marinating the chicken and the kebabs. So I think why this restaurant does well, first of all, is the ingredients, and it's the freshness. Everything is made. It's a small kitchen, so we're busy. By the time it's 10 p.m. at night, we run out of all the food. We have to do it all again. Like there's not enough places to store, you know. The pita bread, obviously, a few restaurants. There's a lot of Lebanese restaurants maybe that have pita bread, which is obviously it's our bread, like the French baguette to the French. But I think what also this restaurant is having, making fresh pita from a wood burning oven, which is very unique. And then if you
and you repurposed, this is the repurposed, basically the oven from the pizza place, right?
Absolutely. The only thing left in this restaurant is the pita, you know, is the pita, because I felt this is going to be an amazing, you know, it's definitely labor consuming and, you know, all that stuff, but I do believe having this oven and the pita made fresh, going right to the table, and then like touching it, it's like flaming hot.
Little thing of steam comes out.
It's like, oh my God, people just go crazy for it.
It sets the tempo for the whole meal and what's going to be
Set the
followed.
tempo. So this has been a staple. As you know, we refurbish it, you know, new tiles. The whole area is new here. The whole restaurant is new. And I think that was a good idea to keep it, you know. But everything is time consuming, you know.
I feel like we left the food too fast because it's so gorgeous and it's so beautiful. But I do want to get a good look around it because I really love the warm colors and the details here are just absolutely, I just love them. You know, the coppers, the fixtures, the lighting is great. I mean, you look around here, you got beautiful yellows, nice warm yellows, the decor. Just a really, like you said, it's like a home for people here. People feel like they're coming to a home.
You know, we really wanted to do something a bit different, and I'm a big fan personally. You know, I've probably opened and designed 30 to 40 restaurants. You know, whether you know with the casinos and the celebrity chefs, and I had the opportunity to work with some amazing designers, restaurant designers. So you know, we learned a lot through the years to know what works, doesn't work. But our personal touch also is we like comfort. You know, we wanted that kind of modern industrial feel. So you have the leather, you have the iron, you have the wood floor, you know, you have the brick walls. There's a lot of pattern, but somehow they match, they work together. And I think, you know, and the lighting is very important. Yes. You know, to put this soft lighting, the dimmers, you know, the lighting sets the mood, the music sets the mood. You know, there's a lot of restaurants that you go to sometime and they do an amazing job and spend so much money on the design. I think they just mess up on the lighting. Like, you know, there's nothing worse than sitting down and the lighting is like flashing on your head, you know. So the mood is good.
The feeling I get here is warm. You know, the colors are warm, the lighting is warm, the fixtures are industrial, but they're muted. Yes. You know, they're coppers. It's not stainless steel. It's not bright aluminum. It's everything's kind of muted and earth tony, and I think it just kind of sets it gives you a great comfort level when you come in here.
We wanted to keep it simple too. We wanted to keep it simple, yeah.
Absolutely, we wanted to keep it simple, and we wanted to make sure, like, you know, no tablecloths. You know,
yep.
You know, you come in. People can spend here, honestly, they can spend $40 on a meal, and they can spend $150 on a meal. You know, yep. There's something for everyone.
You've even got Lebanese wines, right?
Oh, we have actually 4 different Lebanese wines. Lebanon is interesting. We kind of introducing Lebanese wine to this area, you know.
Right. People knew about it.
Lebanon I always tell people that Lebanon is like little California, you know.
Is it?
Oh yeah, it's on the Mediterranean, and it has this different climate, you know, and the terroir is perfect for great Lebanese wines. You know, so we have 4 different Lebanese wines, and we're actually getting more of it. There's right now almost 15 wineries in Lebanon. During the last 20 years, a huge growth of interest in Lebanese wine in Lebanon and abroad. For a while, there was like maybe 4 major wineries in Lebanon. Now, every year, we go back. we go visit a new winery, whether it's north of Lebanon or Bekaa Valley. So I like to see that. It's like here, like maybe the Napa Valley wine, or even the beer thing. You know, now you have the craft beer. For a while, you only had like Budweiser and Miller Lite and Coors Light. Now you have all this craft beer coming up, and similar is happening in Lebanon as well. So we have Lebanese wine, we have Lebanese beer. We also have American wines, obviously. We have the Napa Valley wine, the Sonoma and all that. We have French, we have Italian, we have Spanish, you know, we have Greek, you know. But no doubt the Lebanese wine is one of our most popular, just because we sell it, we have it by the glass. And I tell people, taste it. You don't like it, don't pay for it. You know, that's simple.
None of them been sent back yet, right?
None.
Now, you also cater to vegans, right? I mean, you've got, I think, almost 50% of your menu caters to vegans, which I think is pretty awesome. I know it's something that when the Supper Club started up, we got a lot of people requesting, who does vegan, but you guys do a lot of vegan dishes.
Yeah, we do a lot of vegan dishes. We adapted some of the traditional dishes to make them vegan. For instance, we have the sweet potato kibbeh, which has a spinach filling and has the same way of making it as the regular meat kibbeh. We have the fataya is vegan. We have, I will say, half of the...
Yeah, my wife is like looking at me. She's like, the chocolate cake, because we had the vegan chocolate cake, and my wife was absolutely over the moon. It was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, we make a tahini chocolate cake and a semolina cake, both vegan. The tahini chocolate cake is the favorite for all vegans.
So if you're vegan, it's flavorful, it's good, it's healthy. That's what I love about Mediterranean, Lebanese food, is it's so healthy for you. It really is. Did we get all these dishes in? I don't think we got the grape leaves in. Yeah, we got to get the meat in there. We got to switch gears.
This is the grape leaves. Obviously, so grape leaves is classic, but it's again it's filled with rice and tomatoes and the spices. And obviously, this is we call it the mixed grill. So this is we have the chicken kebab, chicken tawu. You have the lamb and beef kafta, and then you have the beef tenderloin. You know, comes with Lebanese rice with some almonds. And the most important thing that people go crazy about is we call it toum. It's the garlic dip. You know, and this is like. To Lebanese, it's what ketchup to Americans, I would say. Honestly, I mean, because that's what happened. Everyone.
It's probably better for you.
This is amazing. This is just garlic and olive oil. There's nothing, you know. Exactly. You know. So we sell a lot. Usually in Lebanon, you'll eat this with chicken. You know, mostly it's a spread with chicken. However, it's so popular that we serve it with the kafta, and we serve it with beef, and people just. Most people say, "Can I buy it to go as well?" It's like, yeah, you know. So it's very flavorful. We sell obviously chicken by itself, kafta by itself, and beef tenderloin by itself.
So you can get any one of these on their own, or you can get the mixed plate.
We also have the samki harra, which is our red snapper, you know, with the tahini, spicy sauce, and walnuts. We have a lot of different entree choices for everyone. One of our most popular, I don't have it here, is the Sheikh al-Mahshi, which is the stuffed eggplant with beef and pine nuts and onions with tomato sauce, and we have a vegan portion as well, you know. So we have the staples, but we also have some specialty home cooking that you don't really find in many places.
Awesome. So I want to make sure we get everything in. Sunday, you guys are thinking about maybe doing a brunch. I think you did one for Mother's Day. You kind of tested the waters, and you absolutely you crushed it.
We opened. Our first brunch was Easter brunch, and it was very well received. We were very busy, and then we decided to do a Mother's Day brunch, which is no-brainer, and we were sold out pretty much 3 days, you know, before, you know. So very well received. We did a sample menu. It's our dinner menu. I would say half our dinner menu, but we added a lot of specialty. We added the shakshuka, you know, which is the fried eggs with tomato sauce and halloumi cheese. We added the Lebanese scramble, which is a Lebanese scrambled eggs with some za'atar olive bread. You know, a lot of stuff. We ordered lahm bajin, which is a very staple breakfast flatbread from Lebanon. With the
so you brought a lot of the Lebanese bread. It wasn't just you guys decided to make Eggs Benedict with, you know, you guys did Lebanese bread. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, everything we do has to have a touch of the Lebanese Mediterranean. So, you know, I don't believe in just making eggs for just open for breakfast. Everyone you can get everyone. So we will. So the plan is eventually, I don't know when. The first of all is to make sure we perfect dinner, make sure we have the staff, And then I would say if you want to fast forward a month or 3 months from now, who knows, we'll be open 7 nights a week and Saturday, Sunday brunch.
Okay.
Ideally, that would be our perfect scenario, opening 7 nights a week, Saturday, Sunday brunch, which would be perfect for this area. But in addition, we also do a lot of deliveries. We're doing catering. So, we started dabbling the first week. I told my husband, I said, we should do some deliveries, maybe we'll get an order once in a while. There are some nights we do more delivery than which is interesting and very challenging for our kitchen because but that tells
this food travels well, I bet.
Amazing.
Yeah,
that food travels.
Like
we also do great packaging, so we take care of stuff. The branding to us is very important. So you get things to the house. We partner with Delivery Dude. We partner with a lot of other third-party delivery, but definitely Delivery Dude, which is very local. They do an amazing job with us, and they really focus on quality and getting the food on time. That's very important to us. That's why we really wanted to work with Delivery Dude. Finishing this food, cooking it in half an hour and getting to the place in 15 minutes is important instead of sitting outside waiting for someone to pick it up for an hour. That doesn't reflect well on the food.
So your hours of operation right now are basically 7 days a week?
Six nights a week. We close on Tuesday.
Taking one night off? What?
We're taking one night off. Not really. We do
Slacker.
Work.
What night are you taking off?
Tuesday night. Tuesday night. It works for us. I think Monday, a lot of other restaurants close. So
I love that.
So Monday it's actually was one of our best nights. Interesting, for a while, even though. So Tuesday we close. We open 5 to 10 every night, and sometime on the weekend we're busy. We extend till 11. Sometimes we're slow. We close half an hour early, so whatever. But yeah, I really want to be open 7 nights a week. I mean, that's to me is very important. I don't like closing restaurant. Like I sit home watching TV. It's like, what am I doing? Like some people could be calling us, and actually there's a lot.
I'm leaving.
There's a lot.
I know that feeling.
And there's a lot of people, because sometimes we come in and do some maintenance work here and cleaning on Tuesday, extra project, and the phone is off the hook. And I answer the phone, can I make a reservation? It's like, oh, sorry, we close. Like, what do you mean you close on Tuesday? Like, come to, So eventually we're going to be open 7 nights a week, Saturday and Sunday. And you never know, we might do lunches as well. There's a lot of demand. As you see, there's a lot of great...
as these hotels start to fill in more, and
we have this big Atlantic Crossing right here, big development. I know there's a lot of offices moving to the area. I don't see why we won't be open lunches and dinner eventually. I mean, this is what's great about the city. It's booming, it's expanding, it's growing. More people are moving to Delray and to the Palm Beach area. It's only going to grow our business, only going to really make this restaurant even busier. So.
We're so glad you guys came here. We're so glad you opened up a great restaurant here right on Atlantic Avenue. Let's wrap this up. We got a good look at the food. I mean, this is an incredible spread. It's a feast for the eyes. It's a feast for the taste buds. A feast, you can smell it. It's just absolutely wonderful. Anything you want to say to the folks at home before we sign off here?
No, I want to say thank you. Thank you for Delray Beach, West Palm Beach, Boca Raton community, really, who welcomed this restaurant, and they I say love from the first sight, and we are committed to grow the brand. We have a couple other projects coming up. We'll share them later on because we want you back, so we don't want to give you all the secrets right now. But we definitely have a few things working up our sleeves, and we're excited to grow the business here in this area. We love Florida, and really looking forward for the future. I think next year is going to be even awesome, even more busy. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thank you everyone for coming, and we look forward to
and thank you for both of you. Thank you for what you do, because I know, I follow you, and I know how passionate, how much you've helped a lot of restaurants, good restaurants who are doing well, and even restaurants who are struggling. Either way, you've been a great support, and I really appreciate it.
And vegans or vegetarians out there, there is a place for you here.
Awesome stuff. I appreciate it, Nicholas, so much. Absolutely. Amar, Mediterranean, heart of Atlantic Avenue. If you haven't tried it yet, what are you waiting for? Treat yourself. Get down here. Try some of this wonderful food. We'll see you guys.